Well, greetings. It's the weekend, and this is your update. And this week, we're kind of talking about building foundations. And what I mean by that is we're in the midst of tryout nights. We're looking at some new gear. I mean, I always look at music as requiring the same thing that crimes do, which is motive, means, and opportunity. And the motive, comes from within. That you want to make music. The means are instruments and other gear, and the opportunity is performances. And so, whatever we need to do to make those things happen is what we need to be doing. And on that note, the instrument drive is live. This happens every year here in Colorado, where people can donate instruments that they're no longer using, and these will be they'll be refurbished and they'll put in the hands of kids that need them. So super great organization. It lasts for 2 weeks each year. We're 1 week down, so for the next week, if you have instruments, you can bring them by to Boomer Music. Do that. We'll make sure that they get in the hands of kids. The other thing that we're talking about with this whole motive, means, and opportunity is instrument tryouts. And this week on The View from the Road, I was kind of complaining a little bit about how we don't start kids early enough on music. In this area, we tend to start them in fifth grade at the earliest. Back when I lived in New York, they would even start them in third grade. And I think that that makes a lot of sense because of kids getting into other activities and other things kind of fill in that place. Here's a clip from this week's video where I talk about these tryout nights and what I think should be happening at them.
But I just think it's awesome that you have the chance to try it out at that young of an age and really gain that exposure to it as you're heading into middle school. And the really cool thing with this tryout is we're going to be having the high school kids from the school that it feeds into come down and help out. And that makes it an aspirational activity. I've talked about that before, that these kids can relate to the high school kids that are helping them out. They're role models, they're mentors, they're people you look up to. I know I certainly did at that age. And it's easy to see how those kids were right where you were, maybe even in that exact same room just a few years ago, and now look what they can do and what they've achieved.
So we always say music is an activity for a lifetime, and the foundations are made right now. So to me, the earlier the better. As soon as a kid has the attention span to do it, they should be making music because it's something that everyone should be able to do, and it fosters a lifelong love of music. The other thing that we talked about with motive, means, and opportunity means gear. Peter is talking about the Reverie stack. This is a really cool cymbal stack piece of gear, and we did a short video on that one. So here's that short.
Reverie stack ring percussion, the 12-inch Versa stack. Pretty cool. We have 3 different cymbals on top of each other. I believe it's a 12, a 10, and an 8-inch. That electronic kind of clap sound. A 12-inch Versa stack.
I think it kind of looks like if Salvador Dali had a cymbal stack, but we're going to be doing a few more of these gear videos. We've kind of gotten away from that, but we got some really cool new gear in, so for you percussionists, stay tuned. Then over on the Podcasting Store Medium page, for a variety of reasons, didn't have time to write a new essay this week, but if I did, it would have been on this exact topic. So I went back just exactly 2 years ago. I wrote on a girl at one of our tryout nights who was born without a left hand. And I was helping out with the trumpet station, and I realized that if she's going to participate in band and learn to love music through making music, she's going to be a trumpet player. So I did everything that I could to make sure that she could make a good sound on that. And one of the things that I think is a slightly misguided notion that we get into at some of these tryout nights is if you're not immediately successful with creating a sound, that kids get discouraged from it. And I don't think that that should be true at all. If you like the sound of that instrument and you can physically play it, you might have to put in more work if you're not naturally attuned to it, but everyone should have the opportunity to do whatever they want. And that's what I love about these tryout nights, is that it is a chance to really explore and see what your musical voice might be. So check out that essay if you missed it the first time around. I thought it was a really great message. That is your weekend update. As always, thank you so much for watching. Comment below, let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch up with you next time.
If you enjoyed the Weekend Update, do me a favor and follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channels, or visit our websites. This is Drew with Boomer Music Company and thepodcastingstore.com. Thanks for listening.